We're just about to announce the men's masters, and let's listen to Miranda do that now.
Peter Nathan, Joseph Romano Jr., Steve Labotsky, Mike Lyons, Jay Thomas, John Holtz, Terry Dickman, John Allaire, Scott Olson, Neil Foley, Paul Flores. In third place, Brian Curley. In second place, Joel Nessa. And in first place, Larry Silber.
All right, there you have it. Our field of competitors are out there. Some of them are actually picking up the weight, maybe doing a thruster or two, just checking with the judges, making sure that they're reaching the proper depth and doing what they need to do to excel in this competition. Interesting side note here, out of the 15 men that are on the course right now, we just heard the 2-minute mark, but out of the 15 men that are out on the course right now, the one that has the fastest Fran time is Mike Lyons from CrossFit Troy. He has a sub 3-minute Fran, Jen.
I have Fran envy right now.
Fran envy. 2 minutes and 55 seconds is Mike Lyons' Fran time. So we'll see if he can beat that today, if that'll help him move up in the standings. And he's coming in 11th place. So
it'll definitely help him move up in some points there, Justin.
Yeah, it really will. Now we're
1 minute.
Under the 1 minute mark. And these athletes are getting psyched. They're getting in that mental preparation mode and going to that happy place, I guess. I don't know if that's possible with Fran.
I don't know.
I guess maybe that mental mode where you know that you're going to be in for some pain and you're just going to have to endure it.
It's going to be short.
In this group of men, Mike Lyons with a time of 2:55.
I believe that's faster than some 20-year-olds. Time right
that
there,
might
Justin.
even be some faster than some of the men that entered the competition on the individual side that are much younger.
Make sure you're fully
we'll have to look into that for you folks at home.
10 seconds.
Okay, 10 seconds out. We're going to hear from Miranda. She's going to give them the go-ahead.
3, 2, 1, go!
And they're off.
Here we go, and these, once again, this is the final competition for the Masters division. They're gonna do 21 thrusters, 21 pull-ups, 15 thrusters, 15 pull-ups, 9 thrusters, 9 pull-ups, yell time, collapse on the ground, and get their score.
And maybe introduce themselves to Pukey. We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll
hopefully not.
Hopefully
maybe
not.
They didn't need anything this morning. I don't know, but the stands are definitely filling up, and this crowd's getting into it. Many people on their feet. We could potentially be looking at children and grandchildren out there cheering.
We could.
And Joel Nessa is JC Nessa's dad. JC Nessa, of course, has competed here as an individual in the past. He competed in the Southwest Regional this year. Had a fine showing, an incredible athlete, and you can see where he gets his genetics from.
It's all in the family, as they say.
It's all in the family.
Wow, and they are laying it on the line. As Justin said, this is the final workout or heat of the Masters in this 2010 game. And so this is the last
Mike
opportunity.
Lyons at 15 pull-ups, and that is to be expected where he owns a fast Fran time already.
Very efficient with those pull-ups, you say, Justin. They are just cycling through, not letting go of the bar. Beautiful kips out there.
Right. And we're going to see which athlete will get back on the bar for the round of.
I see some butterflies out
15.
there. That is awesome. Over 50.
I'll tell you what, this is getting exciting, and you can tell that the crowd knows it. A lot of people on their feet. Some athletes shaking out the hand, taking 2 quick breaths, jumping back up on the pull-up bar. Brian Curley, 7.
And you don't want to miss any of those thrusters. You see some of the guys pacing themselves on there, just staying steady, back in the heels. You don't want to have to pick that bar up again.
That's exactly right, nor do you want to have any missed reps.
True. devastating sometimes to an athlete to have the judge say no rep.
Right.
Especially on such a short workout. You want to cycle through as fast as you can, and they are laying it out there.
How does that saying go? Smooth is fast and fast is slow.
I think you have it there, Justin. Just how
Mike
talented-
Lyons is back to his bar for his last round at 9. We're at the 2-minute and 30-second mark, so he could potentially hit a PR today. He'll have to pick up the pace just a touch, but
he didn't do any overhead already this weekend.
Right,
overhead
exactly.
squats are probably feeling the shoulders at this point.
Yeah.
Just your tolerance for pain and just to keep moving.
They did fortunately have a break yesterday, so
yes.
they didn't compete yesterday. They had a little bit of a break. Brian Curley, 9 pull-ups. Mike Lyons is going to take a step back. Joel Nessa back to his thrusters.
The crowd's getting more excited here. They're getting into their last round potentially here.
And like I say, these are athletes that are well established in careers. They're executives. These are people that they're not students anymore. They don't have all day to train and hit the gym 3, 4, 5 times a day. They've got family obligations. They've got careers to attend to. And so, but yet these are still people that have fitness as a priority. And not only fitness is their priority, but also you can tell nutrition is as well. Yes. Many of these athletes are over 50 and they've got a 6-pack. You're looking at one right there on your screen.
I wouldn't even know. You'd have to tell me they were over 50.
Yeah.
Just the.
There's that's
almost the 4 left.
2 more for Mike Lyons. Joel Nessa looks like he's on his final round of 9 for pull-ups.
The energy is just electrifying out there in the
4:14. So it looks like Joel Nessa Mike Lyons did get 4:14. Terry Dickman on his last set of pull-ups. Joel Nessa, 1 more pull-up. .439, Brian Curley. That's a great Fran time. He beat his previous best. So, Jen, we're seeing PRs broken. John Holtz on his last set of pull-ups. 1 set of 9, that's what you got to tell yourself. I only have 9 left, that's not bad.
I can do anything 9 times.
Yeah. Single digits.
And there is a 10-minute cap on this, and I think we're going to see them all complete this.
Yeah, I wouldn't be worried at all.
No.
John Mouse Holtz, about 5 minutes and 30 seconds, so an incredible Fran time still.
Larry Sibler, 6 pull-ups left. He is currently the first place holder.
Yeah, came into this event in first place. We'll see if he did well enough to hang on to that first place finish. Joseph Romano, 5:50, 5:48. We are seeing PRs being broken all over the place.
And what better place to get that PR than in the World CrossFit Games 2010.
That's exactly right, Jen. And John Holtz came in at 5 minutes and 30 seconds. He was 9 seconds off of his previous best.
Wow, still great. We have a flag waving down there in the corner in the screen.
Larry Silver, 6:26. Wow.
Amazing.
That was awesome.
That was. It's like he's a prize fighter down there with his flag around his shoulders. And after you do battle with Fran, you do feel like a fighter, and they all are.
You know, and we've said this before, but CrossFitters just like to see other CrossFitters put on a display of heart. And that's exactly what we're seeing. We do have one athlete left, it looks like, still finishing up his Fran.
Still going.
That is set of 9. Got one more thruster and 9 pull-ups.
And the crowd encouraging him to keep going, keep fighting, and he is.
9 pull-ups left for Peter Nathan. He's got a 5-minute, 31-second Fran, so he's not going to beat that today, but it's kind of like Heidi said in her interview with Kariana, and she answered a question that I hadn't even asked yet, but she said, you know, I'd get here in this arena, and I was nervous. There was so much pressure. Lots of people in the crowd cheering, and it's just a different atmosphere.
It is.
And nobody really knows what that's like until they've actually been here and done that.
It's true to lay your heart out on the line in a stadium like this in front of all these people.
Look at all the other athletes that have already finished over there encouraging.
Still cheering him on.
That is great. Peter Nathan is done. All athletes finished well underneath that 10-minute time limit.
They're all shaking hands, congratulating each other, and that just speaks to the type of community that CrossFit has created.
I like that. That is cool.
That is.
Well, once again, that's a workout that they're very well familiar with. No surprises there. Didn't need a lot of explaining on Dave Castro's part. But we're going to cut to Kariana right now. She's down. I'm not sure who she's with, but Kariana.
Hi guys, I'm here with Brian Curley. He just finished that heat. We're not exactly sure of the exact time, but how was that compared to your Fran normally?
It's about an 11-second PR.
Amazing. So was it the venue perhaps that did it for you?
Part of it, the venue. The biggest part of it, credit goes to Ben Bergeron at CrossFit New England. Greatest trainer on earth.
Yeah, and CrossFit New England's doing an amazing job here this weekend. Obviously, you're representing them well. How did it feel to have the day off yesterday?
For me personally, I didn't feel like that was an advantage because I recovered fairly quickly, probably quicker than a lot of guys my age. So I actually wanted to go yesterday and be done with it, but
Did
you
feel like mentally it was a little tough to have the day off, or it was a...
Yeah, for me it was, because we have so much going on with CFNE here, the team, and Heather Bergeron, and watching all that. It's tough to sit around and do nothing all day and also think about my own stuff. And back there was like a caged animal waiting around so long, but we got through it.
Cool. And how long have you been CrossFitting?
About 2.5 years.
Great. So we plan to see you here next year. Is this something you're going to make an annual thing?
I certainly hope so. I believe that the performance levels for the Masters is going to go incredibly high. There's a lot of people at our box who are pushing 50 who can make me look sick. So
you have a pretty deep community there at your box of 15 overs?
Not of 15 overs, but we have a great community. The other reason I'm here, they just push me every single WOD, every single day. They don't treat me any different than anybody else. And it's just a lot of fun.
Great. And just give us a quick prediction on how you think it's going to go here for the women's and the men's heats for the rest of the day on the individual, since you have some stake in that with Heather.
Well, Heather is a very balanced athlete, and obviously some very, very stiff competition with Kristen Clever and Andy from Iceland. But she's consistently going to hang there in the top, and hopefully that'll work out for her in the points total.
We're all a big fan of Heather. So, Brian, amazing job this weekend. Thanks for taking a minute out of breath to talk to us right off the floor from Fran, and best of luck to you.
All right.
Hope to see you here next year.
Thank you.
And we're going to go back to the booth.
Thank you, Kariana, and congratulations to Brian Curley.